Jason Statham has cemented himself as everyone's favorite modern-day action star. But will we audiences ever see him return as one of his lesser-known characters, Chev Chelios? The lead of the Crank franchise, a third movie in the series, has yet to materialize despite the popularity of the Stath. And director Brian Taylor did once reveal the fucked-up reason why this might be. In an interview with the Movie Crypt podcast back in 2018, Crank and Crank High Voltage co-director Brian Taylor revealed what it would take for fellow director Mark Neveldine, Statham and himself to return to complete the trilogy. And it's no wonder the studio hasn't given the green light yet. My feeling about Crank 3 is that Crank 3 should be as exponentially more fucked up than Crank 2 as Crank 2 was to Crank 1. Obviously, there's been talk here and there, but I've never really felt that creatively it was fucked up enough to really do, because the studio will get in contact with us. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about that? And the scenarios are always very tame compared to what I think it should be. Obviously, there's a great movie there somewhere. I don't know if it's going to be Jason Statham in a wheelchair 40 years from now. I think there should be a Crank cinematic universe, not just one movie, so who knows? There's nothing in the works right now, but you never know. Me and co-director Mark Neveldine are brothers for life. Released back in 2006, the first Crank sees Statham taking the lead as an assassin who finds himself literally running for his life after being injected with a synthetic drug that forces him to keep his adrenaline up or die. The sequel, Crank High Voltage, follows a similar path, but with even more violence and bizarre sequences, after Chelios has his heart replaced with an artificial one. The first Crank was praised by critics and audiences alike for its fast pace and aggressive style, while the sequel was seen as a step down. Despite this, there is no doubt that audiences would relish the chance to see Statham return to the franchise. Of course, they'll have to work out how Chelios survived being burnt alive first.